Buddy, come.
Previous owner had absolute OCD about this bike. He bought it brand new in 2004, owned it for 14 years, and obsessed on the bike and invested an obscene amount of time and money into it. We've got a stack of receipts over an inch thick, over 50 pages of receipts and data information and Dyna report on this bike that I'll show you, totaling over $16,000 invested into the bike on top of the $14,000 purchase price. I think that's what they went for back then, out the door. So close to $30,000 invested in this bike, loaded with high-end performance and custom chrome accessories on here. Over $2,500 in chrome into the stock Harley items that were sent out. The fork lowers, the front wheel, all original, genuine Harley, aftermarket garbage stuff. Everything's high-end on the bike. The pegs, I have the dyno report, I'll go over with you. 90 horsepower at the rear wheel and 104 foot-pound of torque. Absolutely the fastest 04 era Dyna I've ridden. Handles great. It's been lowered. A lot of really cool custom features on the bike I'll point out to you, but enough jibber jabbering. Let me demo this bad boy for you, because that's where the magic is. These bikes are a blast to ride. It's like a Sportster on steroids. Holy shit. If this bike don't bring a smile to your face, you might be dead. What a blast. It's freezing cold out, but I couldn't stop riding this thing. Went ripping up and down the street and took it on a nice extended ride. Handles on point. Everything on the bike's like brand new. This is another No Excuses Harley from the Bill Wilkinson collection. I won't try to remember all the specs that was done on the motor, but I'll read it right from the spec sheet from you. On a high level, it has a 1550cc big bore kit, the Stage 2 intake, full Vance & Hines Pro 1 2-in-1 exhaust system, 509 cam. The valve job was a performance valve job. The heads were decked. Just a fantastic machine. Runs like brand new, looks like brand new. Again, a one owner, adult rider, late in his late 50s that owned the bike since it was new, so just a fantastic ride. On the side, I'll tell you all about it. Hi, this is Ken Kaplan from Kaplan Cycles on site. They're doing the Motorcycle Museum. I just got done riding this badass Dyna. This is the best handling frame Harley's made for the last 20 years. Anybody in the know knows that the Dyna's the rider's bike, the bike that you buy if you're going to actually ride and do any performance riding at all. And I think you can tell from the riding portion of the demo that this thing is an absolute blast. I just got done riding it, and this thing is a hoot. It's been set up by an obsessed owner who spared no expense. And before we get too far into it, I want to show you, this is the actual 2004 Harley-Davidson brochure that I had in stock here. Thought I'd show it to you. That's what a Dyna Super Glide looks like stock. And you can see this thing is covered in chrome front to back. It's expensive to do. There's over $2,500 in receipts just for the chrome, and over $6,000 was invested into the high performance engine build that was done on the bike. The article says motorcycling simplicity at its finest. Big, bold, twin cam 88 motor, minimal styling, a great starting point if you like to wrench with some genuine motor accessories, or a great starting point if you simply like the road. So the Dyna Super Glide was the bike that guys would buy if you wanted to customize a Dyna, and that's what this guy did. He went to town on this bike front to back. I've got over 50 pages of receipts. 50 receipts, and also a dyno report showing what this thing will pull at the rear wheel. Stock, they're around 70 horse. This bike has over 90 horse at the rear wheel, but the real important part, 104 foot-pound of torque, about a 25% increase in horsepower and torque. Fantastic machine. I guess I'll start at the front of the bike. One of the features that if you're a Harley-Davidson aficionado, you probably would have noticed already, this fender is off of a 77 Super Glide. It's a brand new fender that the previous owner bought and had painted to match and had custom chromed the mounts for it. Ask yourself, what other motorcycle brand can you put a 40-year-old fender on and have it fit perfectly? That's the beauty of Harley-Davidson. The heritage and the simplicity and the styling of the bike never changes, but the performance keeps getting better. So this is a beautiful, beautiful addition on the bike, the front fender. The entire front end of the bike has been customized. Beautiful chroming on the front forks. The original chrome tubes are in beautiful shape. The triple clamps, both upper and lower, have been chromed, and a chrome Harley-Davidson visor was put on the stock headlight bucket. It has a Xenon headlight, chrome levers, clutch and brake levers on the original polished stainless factory Super Glide low bars with the Harley-Davidson mirrors. The front wheel is original Dyna front wheel, which was sent out in chrome. The fork lowers are chromed. The hub and wheel are chromed. The axle covers are chromed. Come around this side right here, has a floating disc rotor with a Harley-Davidson custom logo, all chrome bolts, entire front end's been rebuilt, brand new seals, brand new oil. Everything is on point and brand new on the bike, including the front tire. Look at this front tire, still has the nubs on it. Less than 5 miles on the front tire, and those are the miles I just put on it going up and down the street. These are brand new Harley-Davidson Dunlop V401F. Then come around to the back, you'll see it's got a brand new Harley-Davidson Dunlop V401F on the rear with the hairy nubs on it, still brand new. Has the low profile Harley-Davidson Gunfinder saddle. The original factory paint job was just clear coated by the previous owner. He had it wet sanded and clear coated. Again, I have all the receipts. $17,000 was invested into the bike. The engine is absolutely gorgeous. It has brand new chrome inner and outer primary covers, chrome Harley-Davidson Motor Company derby cover. It's got forward controls with the Harley-Davidson logo on them. Beautiful. These are Harley-Davidson forward controls, not aftermarket Chinese shit on here. This is the actual. These aren't like custom chromes. These are Harley-Davidson forward controls. They're very expensive. Chrome horn cover, chrome transmission cover, chrome rocker covers, chrome bolts on the motor, chrome Harley-Davidson logo on the cover. The rear shocks are Harley-Davidson lowering shocks. They're about 1 inch lower than shocks, so you can see the profile for the rear is really, really nice with the lower rear fender. The bike hooks up like crazy. I don't know if the part of the video where we're coming up the driveway and I cracked the throttle in second gear and it really starts hooking up. Once you get to the max RPM torque curve, which is about 104 foot-pound of the rear wheel, the bike kind of feels like it's just like taking off. Like the front end gets real light and it feels like the bike's levitating. It's just an absolute rush to ride. And this was dyno tuned. Once the engine was built, it was put on a dyno and custom tuned so to match the exhaust. So just a beautiful bike. It has a turn signal relocation kit on it. This is a, the stock air cleaner is chrome. This was powder coated black, and it has a brand new 88 cubic inch Dyna Super Glide logo, which was just done last year on the bike, so that's beautiful. On this side, you got the chrome cover, cam cover, Harley-Davidson, matching Harley-Davidson Motor Co. cover on this side, chrome rockers, chrome pushrod covers, chrome transmission inspection, chrome dip stip. All this adds up to over $2,500 worth of chrome. Over $6,000 was put into the engine. It's got a battery tender on it, so you plug it in when you're not riding it. New Harley-Davidson battery. Just a stunning machine. Also has this aircraft style gas cap, and this bike is running, I wish you could smell this, it's running non-ethanol aircraft fuel in it, although it will run on 93 octane pump gas, no problem. The previous owner, Bill Wilkinson, only runs airplane fuel in all of his motorcycles because he doesn't think the ethanol that's in today's fuel is good for the bikes, and that's true. This bike runs fantastic with the airplane fuel in it. Airplane fuel is just a much higher quality. You can run BP in it also, if you want to run BP, small engine fuel in it. Any non-ethanol fuel is fine. It'll run better, and it smells like candy in the morning. Just a fantastic bike. Fires right up. All the lights, turn signals, everything works beautiful. We have a clean title in hand for the bike right here. I have the original 2004 owner's manual. I've got the Maryland certificate of title, so there's no issues registering the bike. And this is another no excuses. This is number 3 of 3 of the bikes that we got from Bill Wilkinson's collection. I'm not going to go through all 50 pages of receipts of what was done on this bike, but I will show you you will get all of those receipts with the bike. All the work was done by Jackman Cycles and Rockville Harley-Davidson. Those are the 2 shops he bought it to. This is the actual original owner's manual, not a bit of grease or a fingerprint in it. It's like brand new. And this is the Dyno Jet Performance Evaluation Program where they ran this bike on the dyno. It's pulling 90.02 horsepower and 104 foot-pound of torque. So that's some serious horsepower. Again, 25% over stock, but it feels like more than that. The seat of the pants, it's pretty awesome. So you'll get the dyno report and also the dyno tune receipt. It was $265 for Simmons Competition Center to dyno tune it, where they map the fuel injection to match the engine build. Here's a $400 receipt for the chrome inner primary. This is a $6,138 receipt from Jackman Custom Cycles in Frederick, Maryland for the complete engine build. It's got a brand new 509 cam, brand new head gaskets, brand new gasket tapper covers, all new O-rings and seals and gaskets and breathers. Everything's brand new. The engine has a brand new 1550 kit, flat top piston, standard. The brand new exhaust, it's a Vance & Hines Pro Pipe HS. The the cylinders were bore and honed with torque plates, pocket ported the heads, a competition valve job, decked the heads, set the spring pressures and all new seals. Changed all the fluids. It's got all brand new engine oil, primary chain case fluid, and transmission fluid is all new on the bike, as is the front and rear brake fluid has been flushed, filled, and it has brand new tires front and rear and brand new brake pads. This is a no excuses bike. A lot of the Dynas that are out there have been ridden hard, put away wet, and need tires, brakes, all kinds of stuff. This one's got a brand new motor, fully documented by an adult late 50s owner who bought the bike brand new and carefully went through the bike front to back, doing all tasteful accessories and modifications. The bike's always been stored indoors, never out in the rain. It's spotless. So that's a $6,000 receipt for everything that was done at Jackman Cycles. Here's another receipt for brand new cam gear cover in chrome, timer cover in chrome, gasket for the cam cover, all kinds of chrome accessories. This is the rocker covers and rocker housings. This is $409 for the chrome rockers. Another receipt for the air cleaner chrome trim, $32. Brand new, this is for the fork rebuild, $164 for new oil seals, dust seals, and fork oil. All kinds of receipts here. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Here's another one for $2,000 for all the chrome work. The again, I have the file that comes with the bike. Let me just grab it real quick. I'll show it to you. It's got a ridiculous amount of documentation. I'll even go as far as to say that this This is one of the most fully documented Harley-Davidsons we've ever purchased. Like I said, check this out. Over 50 pages of receipts. Every receipt for everything that was done to the bike. An adult owner who took really good care of the bike. It has a power commander on it, Vance & Hines exhaust, blue Xenon headlight, 1550cc big bore kit, new 509 cam, only 6,000 adult miles on the engine rebuild, and 90 horse at the rear wheel. It's probably pulling close to 100 horse at the crank. Real hot rod bike that's perfect as a daily rider. Show them the tachometer on it. It's a tachometer kit. It did not come stock with a tachometer, so it's got not only the speedometer but the tachometer. All new engine gaskets, oil tank, drain hoses. Oh, one thing I forgot to add, they put an extra plate in the clutch, so it's got a heavy-duty performance clutch, a little bit stronger pull on the clutch. Not really noticeable after you take off on it, but if you come off a stock Dyna and get on, you can see it's got a performance clutch on it. It's got the forward controls on it. Harley-Davidson pegs. Show them the brake lever on this bike, Kenny. The front brake pedal, that was custom machined and manufactured to fit on there, a little bit larger than the stock one. New intake manifold seals, new oil pump O-rings, new cylinder base O-rings. Everything's been chromed on the bike front to back. Brand new tires. So another no excuses Harley-Davidson, straight from the Bill Wilkinson personal museum collection. Bill kept his bikes in impeccable condition, only ran airplane fuel in them, changed the oil regularly, and the bike's been obviously professionally maintained, professionally built, and it's just a fantastic machine. The fuel tank gauge is built in right here, has a matching, check this out, it's got a low profile center console, black matching the original factory black paint job, which has a fresh coat, a clear coat on it, stock original bars. Again, this is a bike that's never been crashed, never been abused, adult owned by a guy who put $30,000 into it, so of course this was his baby. He took really good care of it. If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call. Kenny, is that any better than out?
Summed it up, Ken.
If you want to ship this bike anywhere on the East Coast, we can get it done for what, $425 or less?
That's right.
California, you're looking at around $700. We use haul bikes on the West Coast, 50 Mobile on the East Coast, and a couple other shipping vendors, but you're in good hands. You can leave the bike on display here in the museum as long as you'd like to, or pick it up and bring it home the day you buy it. But that's about it. A portion of the proceeds go to the New England Motorcycle Museum. Good luck bidding on this bike. You're going to have yourself one badass ride. And this is one of the bikes I'm eyeballing. If it's not sold before Daytona, I'm bringing this bad guy down to Daytona myself, because I would love to ride this in for a week. So good luck bidding on the bike. God bless America. I'm going to ride her into the showroom.